Hello, my name's Lynn Hicks, and welcome to 10 Minutes of Feminine Health. We're going to talk about ways that we can bring more feminine energy, more relaxed oxytocin into our lives so that we can have more health and we can use all of our chakra systems and we can spend less time in adrenal stress, which is really what kills us and what's hurting our wombs, our breasts, and our heart and our throats. So we've spoken on the ha breath and just making a pleasurable sound. On the first video, we talked about eating and how we can bring in pleasure and oxytocin with that. We've also talked about how it's important to ground in our bodies because our bodies and our senses allow us to come from that center and maybe possibly sense our sixth sense, which we all have, because we're in our bodies, so we're using our senses and our sensory nature or sensuality, and then we can start to understand how to ride that properly, which we spoke of the feelings and emotions as different energy and indicators, and how to be, if we're grounded in our body and we notice feelings as indicators, we're going to relax more and know how to move to or from something or easily to get through it and not be in too much adrenaline or let our feelings build up and create emotional energy that gets us out of control. So now we're going to talk about today flowing movement, which all these things are more flowing movement anyway. That's how we should be moving most of our day. So when we go into movement or exercise or a way to stay in shape and be healthful, we want to consider that flowing is important to our body. We have our cycle flows. We don't go 24/7. We flow high like the moon and then we wane. So we are working in a very flowing manner, our body. And then we have our kidneys, which are about the water and youth and vitality, and they're very flowing. So we want to have that kind of move to us, and that will bring us out of adrenaline. And we're really retraining our body by all these little ways we're adding in. So the flowing movement of our workout is important. And the reason that it has to be flowing is because if it's not, it's more of your boot camps and things of that nature, it's going to be more masculine movement. And you can still do them if that so excites you and brings you joy and pleasure to move energy in that kind of power, that Kali way. That's fine as long as you understand that's what you're doing and you're enjoying it. And you're not in your mind criticizing yourself, because we talked about connecting with our body. We can't be like, oh, don't move the leg that way, or oh, you didn't get that. Oh, you're never good. You're not good at this routine, or whatever it is that we could say. If we're doing any of those things, we're in adrenaline. We're not supporting our basic self and our body and loving it and moving it in ways that's going to help it produce its own health from its innate health system. So we have flowing as very important. The reason that we move at all is because any kind of workout is to bring oxygen in. Whatever it is you do, you're bringing in oxygen. And that is a very important way to get energy. There's food energy, which takes energy to convert. And then the next layer is oxygen. And so you use oxygen, and if you bring in a ton, it will raise your energy. So it's much faster than eating. So we do movement, we bring in that oxygen, we bring that into our cells for the health and vitality that oxygen brings on all levels to everything, all the way down to cellular. And it helps us also move energy, any kind of stress, any kind of emotions. Since we're emotional women and we get our feelings and we don't know how to manage them all the time. So when we move, we get to transform that energy, that by bringing oxygen into fuel or power. So it raises our energy level and we feel stronger and more vital. So we're taking in oxygen. That's really important. We're shifting energy, and now we're knowing that flowing movement while we're doing these things is a good way to be practical and kind of do a bunch of things at one time for our body to bring that flowing nature in that more feminine way. So as long as you're doing flowing movement, and enjoying it and not thinking and criticizing, what your body naturally wants to do, you're going to be creating oxytocin, and it's going to become a nice habit. It's another way to add that habit in. If you aren't going to do something flowing, then you really have to have the joy vibe, because ultimately movement and oxygen and energy transformation and getting rid of emotions and stress can be done quickest in joy, something you really like, something that creates pleasure, which again, as women, that's our sensual nature. So we always want to be considering pleasure and senses and emotions to be involved in any kind of shifts or changes we want to do to our body. I suggest, or from what I've learned through the schools that I've learned, that yoga, very flowing, is good. And you don't necessarily, if it's power yoga, you want to make sure that you're not criticizing yourself and that this is really just doing it for the flow of it, and you're enjoying it, and you're appreciating and creating oxytocin. Tai Chi is very easy. That's so flowing in all its ways, so you don't even have to think about it. You just do those moves, and your body gets that vibration. It remembers how to move like that, and oxytocin starts to release, and you can start to balance some of the cortisol and the other stuff in your system that's kind of locked or from being in too much panic. The other way is to dance, which to me is the greatest exercise for women. And dancing has a very natural flow to it. We like to dance, and I think that's a clue that it's very healthful for our body. So it's important to maybe dance. We all like to do that. We like to dress up, go out with our friends. If you go to any celebrations or parties, women are always on the dance floor, and I that's why, because it's an easy way for us to feel good, and we get in the flow. And if we just ride in the music, we're in that emotional nature of whether it's rowdy or slow or sexy or whatever the tone and the feeling of the music is, and our body just naturally adapts and moves to it. And it's a very sacred movement, really, and it's a very natural movement. And when we do it, we also get in our body, and we really like our body. We don't care what size, what shape. There's a point where you're dancing and just there is no criticism, there's no thinking, there's just this oxytocin, wonderful joy feeling. And that's what we're trying to create. Flowing movement that brings in oxygen and transforms our energy, our emotions, and our stress, and helps us to manage more our feelings as we go through the day, because anything that's built up, we're releasing it. So these are a wonderful way to bring in all the health benefits that you get from a workout. You can get it from dancing, and it's natural and it's easy. You can put on whatever music you want. It will get your joy the quickest. It will be your hands are like swirling your energy field. You're just mixing up all of the energy around you, and you're bringing it back into your body, and it's becoming anything that's stuck, clogged, slow, extra is getting mixed about, and you're doing it without thinking. You're feeling good. You're doing this most health-filled practice. To me, it's so important. If women can dance and do it for a week, they'll just see the transformation that will occur, because not only are you remembering what joy feels like, because a lot of times people say joy and they don't even remember. I mean, these are practices. They're things that you have to do to bring in a vibration. You can't just think a vibration in. We're in our feeling nature. So you have to bring it in with the feeling to it. And dancing is so easy for us to do that and transform our look, our body, our way. We could make it sacred. It's a very sacred movement. You could make it like a prayer or an opening of your heart to the universe, or, dance to the light that you are and everybody is, and also bring that in too. So now you're not only getting your workout, you're getting your joy up, you're in a good mood, you're sinking into your body, you're letting it move its own energy, you're blasting your system with oxygen, and you feel really good. And when you go out in the world, what happens is you have this wonderful magnetic field. You've swirled up your energy field, and you've made everything really wonderful and sunk into your magnificence, and the world receives you differently because you go out there differently, and you have a different way that you feel. You're much more relaxed. You're not like a deer in the headlights, and you're like, oh, I'm coming out to do my thing and be my person. So the practice would be to dance, and you can just pick 3 songs and do 15 minutes, pick 3 of your favorite songs, and definitely have something in there that's going to really get you to dance hard a little bit, and bring in that 15 minutes of movement, and make sure that it's flowing. You're not using your mind critically. You're enjoying it. You're really knowing that you're oxygenating your body, that you're doing something very sacred and easy for your body to do, and it's going to take care of itself and how it needs to move and the areas it needs to move. And you're going to really start to understand how to ride in that joy, that emotional nature, which is what we're trying to do here with the oxytocin, so we can be clearer and make better decisions and enjoy life and be more beautiful, smiling women. So I hope you enjoy the practice, and please let me know if you do it. Give me any comments or whatever to tell me how it's working for you. And I know from my students here locally that, you do that for 5 days, and they're always calling me at the end of the week and telling me how their life is so magical and everyone's helping them. And it's all this magnetism because you're really sinking into yourself and you're moving in your body out in the world in a really beautiful state. So I thank you, and I look forward to when we speak again.